Well, we begin this morning with the growing conflict in the Middle East, where cross-border strikes between Israel and Hezbollah continue to escalate. Lebanon says over 500 people have been killed and more than 1,000 others injured in Israeli strikes, marking the deadliest day of fighting between Israel's military and the militant group since the war in 2006. Thousands of civilians are fleeing their homes in southern Lebanon, heeding Israeli warnings to evacuate, as Israel's army says it is willing to do, quote, whatever is necessary to push Hezbollah from Lebanon's border. Speaking in the White House yesterday, President Biden said that he is monitoring the situation and he's working to defuse the tensions.
My team is in constant contact with their counterparts, and we're working to de-escalate in a way that allows people to return to their homes safely.
Meanwhile, the Pentagon is sending additional troops amid the growing threat of war. Our Chris Livesay has more from Tel Aviv.
Good morning. The U.S. military is bracing for a wider conflict, sending a small number of additional troops to the Middle East. The Pentagon would not specify how many, only that they would augment the 40,000 already in the region in light of the increased tension. This after waves of missiles landed across Lebanon, 1,600 strikes in all, according to the Israeli military. The attacks continued overnight, setting fire to buildings and homes. Hundreds have been killed and thousands wounded, according to Lebanon's health ministry. The Israel Defense Forces say they sent thousands of text, audio, and video messages warning Lebanese civilians to evacuate as they targeted what they claim are buildings hiding Hezbollah weapons stockpiles. They showed videos they say capture secondary explosions after the initial airstrikes as those hidden weapons detonate. Cars choked the highway as people fled into the night, heading north towards the capital, Beirut. The Pentagon says Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has been pressing Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for a diplomatic solution to the fighting. The U.S. State Department is warning all Americans to leave Lebanon while commercial flights are still available. Anne-Marie?
All right, Chris, thank you. And in just a few hours, President Biden will give what is likely to be his last major speech on the world stage. He'll address leaders from around the globe at the United Nations General Assembly amid the backdrop of a growing threat of war in the Middle East. Tomorrow, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky will deliver remarks, followed by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Thursday. CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang is following the president's movements and joins us from the UN. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning. Well, as Chris mentioned, the Pentagon announced just yesterday that the U.S. is sending a small number of additional troops to the Middle East. That's to bolster the amount already in the region as part of an effort to avoid a wider conflict. Those ongoing issues in Israel and Lebanon will be just part of the focus when the president addresses the United Nations General Assembly for his final time as commander-in-chief. Biden will highlight America's role in defending Ukraine's sovereignty and expanding NATO, as well as managing competition with countries, including China. Biden is also expected to talk about all his efforts to broker a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. That includes passing the U.S.-led UN Security Council resolution back in June, calling for an immediate ceasefire. Now, that came after the U.S. vetoed similar measures in the past. The president is expected to have one-on-one meetings with different foreign leaders on the sidelines of this UN gathering. But as of right now, one with Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel is not officially on the books.